I'm Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube Harvey, and it's Mary Sue time. Oh, here it's kind of a tradition. Maybe about once a week we find something insane from Mary Sue, and it has been kind of a hectic week. Didn't get a chance to really dig for the Mary Sue for any quality content. Let's just get right into this. I skimmed this article. You'll see. Rumor says Marvel's Black Widow movie could be rated R for a terrible reason. And you know it's gonna be from the Mary Sue, so you know this is kind of a very, very SJW heavy, the re-culture, the offended by everything culture is the Mary Sue. Well, it hasn't been officially confirmed, the Black Widow solo movie appears to be moving ahead with director Kate Shortland and screenwriter Jack Schaefer and star Scarlett Johansson. It's not surprising that Black Widow could be poised to be Marvel Studios' first R-rated superhero feature. But a rumored reason for why Black Widow will be the test case sets my teeth on edge, says this crazy person. Oh, I don't know. They might not be crazy. Because they only allow the most stable, amazing people to work for the Mary Sue, right? Thematically, it makes sense that a movie focused on Natasha Romanoff would contain more adult content than previous movies. The MCU films are action-heavy by comic book nature. They hardly shy away from violence, and they show battles and showy battles. But Natasha's hand-to-hand assassin's training and tactics are less given to Technicolor fight scenes, and it would fit if they are more brutally and realistically wrought. Her origin story is also considerably darker than many Marvel screen hero to this point, though it's unclear what time period we'll be visiting yet. It's more than time for an R-rated MCU production. Movies like Deadpool and Logan show that superhero films can be for grown-ups in nature and still receive big box office receipts and critical acclaim. Yeah, that's true. You could totally make an R-rated superhero movie as long as you do it justice. Do what the fans are wanting. As Comic Book points out, in regards to the Black Widow rating rumor, however, the studio's thinking here could be less than daringly experimental. Comic Book cites the Hollywood gossip blog Crazy Days and Nights, which ran the following blind item revealed on Black Widow. Blind item revealed. Okay. If the experiment goes horribly wrong, they have a woman to blame for it, which is what the studio wanted. The A-list movie actress, all of you know, has a franchise installment that's going to stretch the boundaries of who watches the movies. Okay. So she's just going nuts on this one line of they have a woman to blame for it? They have a woman to blame for it, which is what the studio wanted, in case ostensibly, oh my god, I can barely even see these words. I need to embiggen this, but the R-rated experiment for Black Widow goes wrong and the film is poorly received. It makes me want to throw a computer across the room. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's going to be the intent. I mean, if the movie does badly, I hate how these people get they get so wrapped up in these crazy stuff. Nobody said this. This is such a total rumor. This is they probably want to take the model of something like Wonder Woman that had a woman director. These films, Wonder Woman did very, very well. Had a woman director. That's probably all it is. That's probably them saying, ooh, Captain Marvel might not do so hot. Brie Larson's kind of a liability. She's running her mouth and turning away a lot of the fans. We need to kind of have another backup plan in our movies to kind of appeal to the female market. What do they want? Woman director. Let's do that. I don't think it's any ulterior motive here. And the fact that the SJW article here thinks that bad Mary Sue. Black Widow will have a female screenwriter, a female director, Marvel's first solo outing after Captain Marvel was co-directed by Anna Boden, and will be only the second Marvel movie to have a female headlining a feature of all her own. This is written really poorly too. The idea that the studio is already looking ahead to potential failure and would be keen to pin any such failings on the production being female-fronted makes me hope that when I throw my computer across the room, that that it explodes and sets the world on fire. You want to destroy the entire planet because you're offended about a rumor. And this is the type of people we deal with all the time. They get offended by nothing. They get offended by a rumor. They get... Same thing with the Star Trek crowd. The Star Trek Discovery fans get so on my ass about a rumor, about when I speculate, when I put my opinion in. I'm an opinion ranter. I'm a blogger. I'm an opinion person. I react to what I see. I react to the rumors. I react to the speculation. I react to the news articles. I tell you what I think. I'm not out here reporting anything as fact. I'm out here speculating. I'm out here saying, let's read between the lines. But this is a little extreme. As bad as something like Discovery would be, or Star Wars, or any of these things, I don't want to burn the world down. Like this is kind of typical. I used to be a gaming channel, and this is kind of typical verbiage of a lot of these kids. You know, they always say, "Oh, that's cancer. Kill me now. Drink bleach. I'm gonna go." You know, whatever. They do those things because they it's attention seeking. It's very much this overreaction of life and death, and everything is so overly dramatic. This is like a 14-year-old brat writing this article. This is exactly what this is. I want to burn the whole world down, throw my computer across. Calm your shit, or calm your tits, basically, woman. This is not the end of the world. If they want the movie to fail because it's a woman, even if this is true, it's not the end of the world. It would kind of put an end to the SJW pandering and the diversity for the sake of diversity and the tokenism in Hollywood. You can't have it both ways. You know, you guys are so in Hollywood. You're up your own ass, basically trying to diversify everything, trying to throw in the tokenism, trying to throw in the representation, even in places where it shouldn't be. So why would this be likely? Why would they want the first Marvel R-rated directing thing to fail because it's a woman? Or why would they have that safeguard in place? Why would they want to be, because it's a woman? I don't think they will do that. I don't think they will do that unless the narrative is to blame the toxic masculine fan base. But that doesn't add up. That doesn't add into your narrative either. Realistically, it would make more sense in our narrative to say that they would do that to blame the toxic male fan base of the Marvel superhero movies. But keep in mind, Marvel doesn't really do that. It's more the Lucasfilm side of Disney that does that. I don't hear a lot of backlash, especially about what we say about Captain Marvel, about Brie Larson's attitude, and a lot of her horrible things she says on Twitter. I don't think you're right, lady. I just don't think you're right. Of course, this is only rumor, and even if it is true, this could be the sentiment of some random exec and not Marvel Studios' strategic thinking. But the fact of the matter is that the studio does not exactly have the greatest track record of championing female superheroes and creatives. It says something that I wouldn't hesitate to believe this bit of gossip. DC Warner Brothers beat Marvel to the screens with Wonder Woman. It says something that I wouldn't hesitate to believe this bit of gossip. DC Warner Brothers beat Marvel to the screens with Wonder Woman. Oh my god, run-on sentences. And will be introducing a team of Lady Avengers. First, with Birds of Prey, that looks like a CW show. It looked terrible. I didn't even want to react to it because it's just a stupid song and Harley Quinn shaking her ass. We've seen it. We've seen your ass, Harley. Put some clothes on. Actually, don't. Take your clothes off, Harley. There, that's what. Boobs. Thumbs up for boobs, by the way. Marvel made 19 movies with male leads since Phase 1 kicked off with Iron Man in 2008 before The Wasp got co-billing on its 20th film in 2018. Gee, I wonder if that's because superhero demographics... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the superhero demographic and the comic book reading demographic 35-year-old males? And for the most part, white males, I believe. But there, I think there's more diversity in that than what I'm kind of recalling here. Maybe, call me crazy, call me a lunatic, maybe 35-year-old men don't really want to see a superhero movie about a woman. Maybe they want to kind of have a fantasy. Maybe they want to see up on screen, the guy saving the day and getting the girl, the fantasy. They want to see the muscly guys because that's their ideal body type, because that's something they can kind of pretend in their head that that's what they want. That's why women go to romantic comedies for the most part. And I'm not saying it's an exclusive thing. There are men who like romantic comedies and women who like superhero movies, like anything. But you want the fantasy. There is a demographic, and there is market research, and then there's all that stuff for a reason. And to just throw that out because you want to have the diversity for the sake, or bring in a female demographic where it wouldn't be there. You're trying for a customer base that you don't have, while pissing off the customer base that you do. And that's kind of the biggest problem I have with this thinking, that this sort of mindset of this diversifying and this bringing in the female demographic where it shouldn't be. If Captain Marvel underperforms in March, I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel pumped the brakes on the whole woman-focused experiment for, I don't know, a decade. That seems to be the way Hollywood thinks, ascribing the failure of female-led movies to there being females involved, rather than the fact that they made a bad movie. See Catwoman and Elektra. Alright, so that's actually not the craziest of points that she's making there. Needless to say, big movies starring big male movie stars don't seem subject to the same thought process. When Thor: The Dark World wasn't a stellar movie, no one at Marvel Studios was like, wow, we really need to stop making superhero movies that attract men named Chris. Or with attractive men named Chris. It's clearly not what the audience wants. Yeah, and that's why they're not going to do this. Well, realistically, it's probably something along the lines of, well, we have Black Widow, she is an Avenger, we should probably make a movie starring her. That's probably all it is, really. When Avengers Age of Ultron made us scratch our heads in sigh and exasperation, Marvel's response wasn't, hey, let's scrap the whole Avengers initiative, no one likes it anymore. No, they just keep going. And they also don't attack the fans for the Marvel stuff, from what I can recall. When a movie isn't great, you need to course correct. And in the case of Thor, changing directives and the creative team for the character got us the delightful Ragnarok. The Russos took over the Avengers from Joss Whedon, and though I have my issues with Infinity War, it does balletic leaps around Age of Ultron. See, I skipped Age of Ultron. It didn't look that good. It looked kind of dumb. But I liked Infinity War. That was pretty good. And I did like Ragnarok. But keep in mind, I'm kind of your normie. I'm the movie-going person. I'm the popcorn movie person. I'm not the big superhero expert. And from what I hear, a lot of people who are the big superhero experts don't like the movies I tend to like from the superhero franchises. So movies like Logan, Deadpool, and especially Wonder Woman demonstrated that you can bend any previously established boundary as long as the movie is entertaining and worth watching. Studios should keep this in mind. Stop making crappy films with let-in uninspired scripts, and you can do anything. Oh, yeah, you really need to make a good movie. Stop with the narrative. Stop with the agendas. Stop with the bullshit. And I hope that the rumor isn't wrong. I also think that this kind of... I think I'm going to title this SJW loses their mind over a rumor or something crazy like that. Because that's all this is. She's just losing her mind over a rumor. And that's kind of the same type of people I end up dealing with when I speculate on stuff like Star Trek Discovery or Star Wars or any of the other things I speculate on. Because I'm reacting, because I'm speculating, because I don't have these what I show you on screen are the facts that I have. Now I can throw my 2 cents in, and that's why you're here. You want a funny joke, and you want to hit the thumbs up for boobs, and you want to hear the stuff that you probably wouldn't normally say yourself. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think this woman's just out of her goddamn mind, or do you think there might be something to this? Do you think that maybe they do want a superhero movie to fail if it has a female-directed lead? Do you think that might be why they're making it R-rated, just so they can kind of do their little experiment, have a woman director, and then let it fail? Or if it's great, but if it fails, then they can blame the woman. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this one. This is kind of a crazy one. It was more amusing the reaction of the author than kind of the story. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mecha Random 42. I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!